Well, hello and welcome to May. We're so excited to bring you the redesign update for the hot topics for this month. Quite a few things are going on, but first I wanted to let you know that at the end, Sarah will be giving you a key phrase. And if you can send that key phrase back to us in an email, we will put your name in for a drawing for some special prizes. So with that, let's do some project updates. Many of you may have been engaged in a culture survey the last couple of months. Wanted to give you some statistics on that. Over 3,000 Kansas educators participated and completed the survey. 74 individual report requests were made, and we have just about got those caught up. 62 different districts and 121 different schools participated in the culture survey. And we even had one school that isn't in redesign and not applying for redesign that just wanted to participate in the culture survey. So this is the largest culture survey we've done to date. And so we're really excited about that. We hope to share some aggregate data with you sometime in the future. Another project we have is there's a 3-part series on the Teaching and Leading Project webpage on how to use design thinking to navigate whatever comes next. So whether you're a redesign school or not, that is available to you because you don't have to be redesigning to use design thinking. The 3-part series includes 2 recorded webinars and then a recording of a live webinar that Jay did with Jennifer Haney from Greenbush. So I wanted to let you know that that is out there for you completely free. Cohort updates. Wow, our redesign schools have been busy this year. Our Mercury through Gemini 2 schools have participated in bi-weekly professional learning communities. The principals have participated this semester in principal huddles where they can talk about all of the things that are specifically challenging to principals in redesign schools during a pandemic. So this has been wildly popular, and I think people have really made connections with other principals across the state. Apollo, that cohort who had their plan year interrupted last year, are launching. I think we are seeing launch readiness presentations about every week. Some needed more time and were able to prototype and test amidst everything going on this year. We do have some that kind of pressed pause on that for this year, and we'll be picking them up and reconnecting with them for next fall. Apollo 2, they have been doing their plan year this year, and we are getting ready to see quite a few launch readiness presentations from them. And so I think what's really exciting is that once schools get into redesign and they get to know what it's like to use design thinking, they can keep going. They might have to change their pace, but their goals are solid, their why is solid, and they are moving forward to do what's best for their own students. So with that, I'm going to pass it off to Jay to talk to you about Apollo 3.
Hey, thanks, Tammy. Hope you're doing well where you are. Thanks for tuning in to this redesign update. I want to talk a little bit about Apollo 3. That's our next cohort. We're very excited about it. There's some links on these slides that you can access all kinds of information on Apollo 3, including a why redesign video by a couple people you may have heard of, Dr. Randy Watson and Dr. Brad Newen-Swander, talking about why this is the perfect time to join the redesign effort formally, whether it's your school or your district. If you're interested, check out that video. We did have a March 1st informational webinar that was well attended. So we've got a good recording of that. If you're wanting to get into some of the more technical details of Apollo 3, applications are due at the end of May so that we have time to gather the schools or districts together that are part of Apollo 3 and present those to the state board for their approval on June 8th. The application is linked into this slide. We still are requiring an 80% vote of approval to join redesign by your staff, a board letter of support from your local school board, and then also your local teacher union, a letter of support from them as well. And this year we've added a couple of items to the application. One is a collective why And we really had that question as part of the application before, but we've strengthened it, refined it, and streamlined it a little bit more as far as the collective why for your school or your district wanting to redesign. We've got some really nice training videos that Sarah has put together there to walk you through developing that collective why, and also the culture survey that Tammy alluded to earlier. Just a wonderful survey that will really tell you a lot about. We've had schools not even part of redesign wanting to use that culture survey. So, but we're asked that both the collective why and the culture survey are completed and submitted as part of your application. And then once you're selected for Apollo 3, we do have a few summer dates and events. They're very short, but we are starting what we call mission inception this summer. And as you can see on that diagram on the right there, you can see some of the dates and times and events that we've got going. So that's all I have about Apollo 3. We hope to see you in Apollo 3, but if not, we'll also be pushing redesign forward. So just want to thank you for your time, and I'll pass it off to Sarah.
Thanks. So the last announcement we have for you is just some information about our new leader bootcamp. So as we've worked with Redesign Schools, we found that when administration at the building or the system level changes, sometimes that can put a damper on the redesign efforts. It can change the pace and the feeling of the work being done. And so we decided that we wanted to intentionally work with leaders who are new to Redesign Schools and Systems this summer to just really set them up to be successful in that initial work that they are doing with their new staff. And so on July 27th, we're hosting a full day workshop. We're calling it that New Leader Bootcamp from 9 to 3. You can register for that. You can also view the flyer. And we really just want those new leaders to attend while also thinking about inviting those pilots and co-pilots. So we want to assist you in opening that stream of communication, co-planning what that beginning of school time might look like, and how you can walk into that school and understand the work that's been done and be prepared to support it. So we're excited to launch this new training this summer, and we hope that all of our new leaders to Redesign Schools will participate in that with us. The last thing we have for you is just that direct link to our main newsletter. We put out a monthly newsletter that we share on our Redesign listserv. If you would like to join our Redesign stakeholder listserv, please email our administrative assistant, Teresa Cody, and she will make sure that you get on that listserv. And then finally, these are our emails and our contact information. You can email us individually, or you can email all of us by just emailing redesign@ksde.org. If you're interested, if you've made it to the end, if you're interested in submitting your name for one of our fantastic prizes, please email Redesign with our phrase, "Happy Cinco de Mayo, let's talk about redesign." So if you want to email us, "Happy Cinco de Mayo, let's talk about redesign," we would be happy to put your name in a drawing so that we can send out some prizes to our engaged listeners across the state. So thank you for joining us for this topic, and we look forward to seeing you next month.